Why bananas turn black in the fridge? Okay, stop putting your bananas in the fridge. I know you think you're being smart, but you're actually destroying them at a cellular level, and I'm gonna show you exactly what's happening. So I just spent like 3 hours going through food science research papers because I wanted to understand why bananas turn black in the fridge basically overnight. And what I found out is actually pretty wild. Let's get into it. Alright, so here's the thing about bananas. They're tropical fruit. They come from places like Southeast Asia, South America, places where it's hot and humid all the time. Your fridge is like 35 to 40 degrees. That's freezing for a banana. That's like putting a tropical plant in the snow. And when you do that, something really interesting happens. So I was reading this study from the Journal of Food Science, and they explain it pretty clearly. Bananas have these cell walls in their peel that are supposed to stay intact in warm temperatures. But when you drop the temperature below 15 degrees, those cell walls just rupture, they break open. And when that happens, there's this enzyme inside called polyphenol oxidase. Big word, I know, but basically, once those cells break, this enzyme gets out and reacts with oxygen, and that reaction creates melanin. Yeah, like the same stuff that's in your skin. That's why bananas turn black in the fridge. It's called enzymatic browning. The same thing happens when you cut an apple and it turns brown. Same process, but here's where it gets interesting. Even though the peel turns completely black and looks dead, the actual banana inside is usually totally fine, like according to food scientists at UC Davis. The cold actually slows down the ripening inside the banana because it reduces this thing called ethylene gas, which is what makes bananas ripen. So you end up with this weird situation where the outside looks terrible but the inside is still fresh. But let's be real, nobody wants to peel open a banana that looks like it's been through a war. So here's what you should actually do. Keep your bananas on the counter until they're ripe. Like when they're yellow with maybe a few brown spots, that's when they're perfect. That's when all the starch has converted to sugar and they taste the best. Then, if you want them to last longer, you can put them in the fridge at that point. Yeah, the peel's gonna turn black, but no, but now you know why. And you know the inside is still good for like another 5 to 7 days. If you want to avoid the black peel completely, just keep them on the counter and eat them within a week. Oh, and pro tip, never refrigerate green bananas. If you do that, they'll never ripen properly. Even if you take them back out, the cold messes up the ripening process permanently. Here's something I thought was cool. In Japan and parts of Europe, people actually prefer refrigerated bananas with a black peel because the inside gets really sweet and creamy. They know it looks ugly, but they don't care because it tastes amazing. So if you accidentally refrigerated your bananas and they turned black, don't throw them out. Just peel them and try them. You might actually like it. So yeah, that's why bananas turn black in the fridge. It's basically cold shock that breaks down the cells and releases browning enzymes. The peel gets damaged permanently. but the fruit inside stays fresh. Pretty interesting, right? Alright, so here's my question for you. What other food science thing should I research next? Like, drop a comment and let me know because I actually read all of them. And if this saved you from throwing out perfectly good bananas, go ahead and hit that like button and and subscribe if you want more of these food science breakdowns because I do this every week. Alright, I'll see you in the next one.